Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these are readings for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. Check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. And remember, they're general readings. Use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose, and this resonates, hit the subscribe button for your key to the week. You have the Temperance card. Okay, so this week the focus really is on bringing balance into your world in all of these different areas of life that we're going to look at. But remember, with the Temperance card, this isn't just about balance or finding balance. It's truly at its deepest level. The Temperance card is what I call the Hierophant set free. This is about taking your routines, your rituals, the dogmatic patterns in your life and chucking them away so that pure spirituality or pure alignment can step into all of these different areas of your life. It's not as easy as it sounds, to be quite frank, right? I'm just going to be 100 with you. This level of self liberation and freedom is stuff that takes a really good while to truly cultivate, right? Because it has to be done across the board. That's not to say that it's impossible or that you can't do it. And if anyone builds for the long term, it's you guys, right? So with that said, I will say, watch out for being drawn into, again, in all of these different areas of your life, watch out for being drawn or sucked into stuff or things that really have nothing to do with you, right? You got to know how to pick your battles this week. For your actions and options, you've got the Devil card. I actually like this because the Devil card is you, right? So you show up, your actions speak for themselves. This week, whatever it is, not that you will, but just in case you kind of have a little inkling or a feel that you might do, this week, the second you get into justification mode, you've already come out of your space, right? So my advice to you would be, don't do it. Just don't get in there. The actions that you take, the words that you use will speak for themselves this week. And if anyone's got a problem with it, you know, they can sit and swivel. Right now, that being said, when it comes to the options that are available to you this week, you are going to get a chance to demonstrate what you truly are aligned to or with, what it is that you really are connected to. Now, this is really interesting to me for a few reasons, because the Temperance card is 14, the Devil card is 15. So what we've got already is a straight progression. This means that there is forward momentum, just like you like to see in your life happening this week, providing you can stick to your guns, all right? For your, not that any of you have any problems with that. When it comes to your communications and conversations, you've got the 10 of Wands, but you have to be prepared to walk away, right? This isn't about like running away or tucking tail. This is about being prepared to walk away when you know that your worth is not what's being served, right? You've got this right underneath the Devil card. There may be something that you are holding to. Maybe you're seeing, you know, there's only one way to do this. My friend, you know, somebody who I hold in very high regard and very dear regard, actually, she was a Capricorn, is a Capricorn, and one of her favorite sayings is, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Now, I'm not for that, because if you know me, if you've been with me long enough, you know I absolutely love cats. I'm a very feline being, but you know, the saying sort of goes, the other one that she always says is by any means necessary. Right, like that is her in a nutshell. And so what this suggests to me is maybe you're not seeing things as, maybe you're seeing things too black and white. But again, your actions will speak for themselves. Just make sure that those actions are actually what you are trying to say or to communicate. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, your 10 of Wands in terms of your studies could be where you are trying to reformulate what you've learned and put it into something new, but you're kind of saying, well, no, this is useless. There's a bit of a sunk cost fallacy going on here, which is where you're like, well, you know, I've started this thing, so now I have to finish it? Well, no, you absolutely don't have to finish it. It's completely up to you. However, you do need to be conscious and aware that maybe, just maybe, there's some adaptation that is needed, right? And bringing balance to things. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, the Ten of Wands, this looks like a previous employer. It looks like they're going to really hound or beg you to try and work with you or connect with you in some way. And you're kind of like, you know what, like, why on earth would I go backwards? Because that's what this would mean. It would mean taking a step backwards, and it's like you're not interested. For a lot of you, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a new job prospect that opens up for you this week as well. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, that Temperance card and the Ten of Wands, when it comes to your business this week, it's like you're looking at the roster of clients, you're looking at the sector that you serve and asking yourself, what among these do I no longer have space or time for? So, you know, you might put out a presentation or a bulletin or a newsletter or whatever within your sphere that kind of just lets people know this is where we're going from here on in. You're either on board or you're not. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, this week, watch out. And one thing I have to say is across the board in terms of profession, academics, and you know, the career sector in general, watch out for people talking at you or you know, down to you instead of sort of to you. And where that is the case, right, your actions are going to speak for themselves. So this week, if you're cross-watching for a Capricorn, come correct, right? Because otherwise you're going to find yourself having a problem. For your love and relations, look at this. That's beautiful. You've got the Ten of Cups. So there's a potential for some healing here, especially because you've got the Temperance card. If you are in a marriage, a partnership, a relationship, or a long-term commitment that has been a bit tumultuous, this week, with some really honest, really frank conversation and potentially an ultimatum, you can actually make a lot of headway with changing or shifting your relationship. So what else do we see here, right? You've got two tens. Two tens represents a change, and it's usually a big change at that, right? The Ten of Cups is about attainment. It's also about home. There might be big conversations and discussions around home, property, real estate, the living situation this week. It's also possible that there could be some conversations around the familial ties and what either is or isn't acceptable this week. For those of you that are single, this bodes very well, because it's almost like you're at a space where it's not like a last-ditch effort. It's like you're in a space where it's like, you know what, fuck it, I've got nothing to lose. I know what I'm bringing to the table. I know what my worth is. I know where I'm at. So here's how we're going to continue, and here's how we're going to move forward, right? And there's almost like it's like you being just really, really honest with yourself about where you're at. And it's like you either want all of this deliciousness or you don't want all of this deliciousness. It really doesn't matter to me which it is, right? And it's not coming from a place of arrogance. It's actually coming from a very healed place where you fully have accepted and embraced who you are at this stage of your life. Loving it, get it, right? Get out here, you Capricorns. I'm here for it. Now, with that said, the Lunar Lacuna is live. If you haven't seen the video for that and launching it out into the world, there's a link for it in the description box below. You can pay annually or you can pay monthly. Spend two sessions a month with me where we're going to learn how to manifest using the moon, right? We're going to do it right. We're going to do it proper. There's going to be energy work. There's going to be cards. There's going to be numerology. This is a Radiant reality session, right? So if you are interested and you want to spend a year with yours truly, then you know what to do. All of that is in the link in the description box below. All right, for your money and materials, you have the Two of Wands. I love this, right? I really love this, because that Ten of Wands is basically saying, if your devil card is you, right? Because the devil card actually represents Capricorn. But this is you kind of declaring, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going. You are either on board or you are not. It doesn't matter to me which one it is, but this is where we are right now. And this Two of Wands is like instantly, almost the universe says, oh, okay. You're only accepting your worth from now on. Well, here's your worth, right? Whether this is clients that show up that are willing to pay more, whether this is your boss coming to you and saying, you know what, we don't want you to leave, so we're thinking about giving you a pay rise, or we're thinking about giving you a promotion, whether this is a partner that says to you, well, shit, you know what, I don't want to get done, so I better get my proverbial stuff together, right? I love this because that Two of Wands is like, it's showing up in a really real world practical way. It also means that you're starting to get very serious this week about your resources and bringing a healing sort of soothing balm or edge to them. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Two of Wands and the Temperance card, this could be where you're checking in with a healthcare professional, and it may be where some of you decide to go in an alternative health method sort of direction. That could be very good. I've got to be honest, it's the Two of Wands, so there's a chance that whatever you embark on could be quite expensive. My money's on it being something like, you know, like Reformer Pilates. I don't know if you've ever seen the weird and wonderful contraptions that they put you on. They look like some sort of S&M bondage sort of contraption, but I fucking tell you, Reformer Pilates is the one. I think everybody should have, like, should go to those sessions. It's really, truly something incredible. I spent 10 sessions last year with a lady, and she absolutely rocked my world. She showed me things about my body that I wasn't even aware was like patterns and stuff. So if you've got the time, the change, and the resources to do it, and it looks like some of you have, honey, then go and do it, all right? And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, a lot of you have got like one foot out the door. Whether you own, whether you rent, like whatever your living situation, a lot of you are like, I will get out of here by hook or by fucking crook. I am not stuck. Finally, Capricorn has arrived. Welcome to the party. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. You know Rafi loves ya. Have a wonderful week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.